Good morning, legends. This is your athletic director, Mr. Klein, with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We will now take a moment of silence. Thank you. You may be seated.
Good morning, legends. Welcome back to Northside TV.
Here's the latest edition of the Weekly Northerner for Friday, January 24, 2025.
Listen up, legends. Next week, we will be starting our polar plunge voting during lunch to see which staff member will get voted into taking the ice-cold plunge for Unified Champions together on Saturday, February 8th. Over the weekend, collect any coins and cash you can and prepare to vote for one staff member to be bold and get cold for a great cause.
As of today, the voting lineup is Mr. Berg, Ms. Jablonski, Ms. Suleiman, and Ms. Edwards. The following staff members will take the polar plunge no matter what: Ms. Moisling, Mr. Brown, Ms. Sherman, Mr. Klein, Ms. Studebaker, Ms. Winker, Mr. Craner, and Ms. Reding. Any staff members who are bold enough to join still have time to sign up. Reach out to Ms. Sherman and Ms. Painter to be added to either list. Students use some friendly encouragement to nominate one your teachers.
Want to make this year's prom a success? If you are a junior or a senior, join Northside's prom committee. The group meets every Thursday right after school in room B201. If you are interested, stop by and talk to Ms. Baumgartner for more info. The group is discussing possible themes for this year's big dance. If you have questions or want to join, you can also email Ms. Baumgartner.
The new season for robotics is underway, and it is not too late to join, so become a member and come to H111 after school any day, Monday through Friday at 2:45 to get involved. You can stop by and talk to Mr. Fisher in room F209 or Mr. Hartman F201 for more details or to join the team.
Looking for your next book to read or have one that someone else could be interested in? Well, stop by F309 and check out their free little library that was set up by Miss Rogers Millett. The books on the shelf vary from week to week, so you never know what your next good read could be. If you have any books to donate, you can drop them off anytime during the day or after school.
Anyone who is interested in playing for the boys volleyball this spring should stop by the athletic office for more information on the preseason training schedule. And any boys who are interested in playing on Northside's golf team can talk to Mr. Lutz in F119 for more information.
This weekend, the football team will have their annual end-of-season banquet. It's on Sunday at 4 p.m. in the auditorium. Players, the dress code is semi-casual attire, so make sure you wear a collared shirt like a polo. Now it's time for your weekend weather update featuring tonight's forecast and what you can expect over the next several days.
The wind picks up Friday night and temperatures fall to 12 degrees. The clouds linger across the region Saturday, but a gusty southwest wind will bring in some warmth.
Afternoon highs reach into the mid-30s for the first time in what feels like forever ago. A dry cold front slides through late Saturday into Sunday. It brings slightly colder air to the region. Sunday, afternoon highs top out in the upper 20s and lower 30s under a mostly cloudy sky.
We have a nice warming trend in store early next week where highs warm to 40 degrees and the overnight lows range from the mid to upper 20s.
And now for your Legend Sports Update.
Tonight, Northside girls and boys basketball teams are on the road for a varsity doubleheader at Homestead. The girls' game begins at 6 and the boys' matchup will tip off at 7:30. Tickets are $7. Be there and show your support for your Legends.
Right after the girls' game ends, our unified basketball team will take the court to face Homestead's unified team. And tomorrow morning, the boys' wrestling team will compete in the conference tournament. Good luck, Legends.
Tomorrow afternoon, the boys' basketball team is back at By-Hay Arena for a game against Warsaw. The JV matchup starts at 3:30, followed by a 5 p.m. varsity tip-off. Good luck, Legends.
Here's what is coming up in the next week for Northside Athletics.
Coming up, you'll hear from Ms. Graham in the Media Center, your latest 3DE updates, some special messages, and more.
Good morning, Northside. I'm Jada Ward.
And I'm Jesme Nichols. We are members of Northside's construction team.
Legends, we need your help.
Construction is a competition where schools from all over Northeast Indiana build outrageous structures out of cans at Glenbrook Mall.
All cans collected are donated to the Community Harvest Food Bank. That's where you come in.
We need your canned goods to kick off our canned food drive, so we have a deal for you.
On Friday, January 31st, Northside is hosting a basketball doubleheader against Concordia High School.
Are you interested in attending? You have an opportunity to buy a discounted ticket for only $5 instead of $7 if you donate 2 cans when you buy your ticket.
Just remember, cans only. If you have extra canned goods to donate, consider giving them to a friend so they can get a discounted game ticket too.
Have a great day, Northside.
Hey Northside, welcome back to Media Moments with Miss Graham. It's time to vote for our bookmark design contest. This is our 4th annual year doing it, and every year I'm blown away by all of the submissions that you guys give. We had nearly 50 submissions this year, and it's time for you to vote for your top 10. The top 10 bookmarks will be turned into bookmarks. They'll be printed out and used in the Media Center from March until the end of the school year. So Vote now, vote often. I guess you actually can only vote one time, but share with your friends. You are able to vote by going to your English Schoology page. There should be a link there, and if there isn't, bug your English teacher about getting that link posted. Once you're in that link, you're going to pick your favorite 10 and then submit it. You have until February 5th. That's next Wednesday. That's 2 Wednesdays from now. You have until then to get your votes in, and then winners will be announced. Thanks, Northside. Have a great Friday.
Last week, 3DE launched 2 national cases at Northside. Remember, a national case is one that every single 3DE school in the nation is working on at the same time and will have the chance to compete against all of the other schools in the nation. One of these is the Arby's Case Challenge, which 9th graders participate in. And the other is the Home Depot Case Challenge that 10th grade students participate in. Here's a recap of what last year looked like. And yes, our 9th grade finalist teams will have the chance to take a trip to Arby's again this year. And of course, we can't forget our sophomore students will be participating in the Home Depot National Case Challenge. When both of these National Case Challenge competitions take place, Northside will submit our top team submissions to compete against all of the other schools in the nation. Hopefully, for the second year in a row, we can take gold in these National Case Challenge competitions. Once again, Northside set the bar very high last year as we were crowned the National Case Challenge competitions. Let's see if we can do it again.
Shows or movies?
I personally like movies.
Okay. And what are your grades looking like, and how do you plan to improve them if need be?
They weren't good last semester, and I haven't checked them yet this semester, so we'll see.
Alrighty. Movies or shows?
Prefer movies.
Alright. And what are your grades looking like, and how do you plan to improve them if need be?
They're doing okay, but I need to improve them. Why? Definitely failing. Key thing, just do the work.
Movies or shows?
Shows.
And what are your grades looking like this year, and how do you plan to improve them if need be?
They're looking good. I just got 1 C, and I plan on to do all my work and not get sidetracked.
Alright. Movies or shows?
Movies.
And what are your grades looking like this year, and how do you plan to improve them if need be?
I got a 3.9 GPA. I plan to keep that GPA for the rest of the year. I'm doing better than I was last semester. I mean, just trying to keep good grades for sports.
All right, good to hear. Movies or shows?
TV shows.
And how have the kids been here at Northside, and how have you been dealing with them?
They've been great.
I'm going to ask you guys some questions about girls wrestling, starting off with, is this a program you would recommend to like new students coming into the school?
Most definitely. It gives you a great bonding experience. You get to create a family with a bunch of girls you would not expect from all different like social classes or anything like that. We all care about each other. We have this family bond. So,
what sport are you guys promoting today here at orientation?
Volleyball.
Okay, would you recommend this to incoming students?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Highly recommended. I am one of the coaches, so it's a good sport to build a good teammate, friendships, and build a good relationship with your coaches.
In book club, we do a lot more than read books. We have snacks every week. We play games. Sometimes we do service projects for things in the neighborhood. The best part, though, is the books and the book talk.
The National Honor Society, we basically do a total of 60 hours in 2 years for volunteer work and community service.
Of exercise science. If you go next year, okay, your second concentrator will be kinesiology. From then on, you can go get a concentration in human performance, but your senior year, you'll be looking at possibly being a fitness manager or actually working as a kind of...
Every year we get a list or like a competition that we're sent, and we have to build a robot to fit those standards so we can have the best chance of winning.
I know.
First, you have to use this.
Thank you guys.
Wow, what's TikTok? To be honest, yeah, actually I have never, I've never logged into TikTok. I don't have it on my phone. I mean, I've seen, one or two TikTok videos in my life, but zero effect on me personally.
And so what were your thoughts on the TikTok ban?
I just thought they were focusing on stuff they shouldn't be focusing on. Like, they're putting money to ban phones, but they're banning TikTok. But then they're not even banning it. Like, they keep proposing banning it, but then defending it in court. I don't know. It's just stupid.
Hi, what's your thoughts on the TikTok ban?
I mean, it was insane because everybody literally went mentally ill over it. It was actually wild. People were revealing their dark secrets before the ban, and then when it came back, everybody got exposed their dark secrets, and it was kind of funny. But it was wild. But oh well, that's how kids are.
It's crazy. Thank you.
I mean, I don't really mind because I don't use it. I know a bunch of friends who use it, so it doesn't really affect me either way. You know what I mean?
Didn't like it. I watched it every night before bed for at least 2 hours.
Alright.
Well, I really think it may have negatively impacted some people, and it might not have impacted other people. And I think we just need to keep going, move on.
So a few years ago when I went to download TikTok onto my phone, my extra security on my phone, I have an app that secures things, was no. So I never downloaded it, and I'm not surprised that they tried to ban it because of the security risk.
Me personally, I've been on TikTok since Musical.ly, so I know a lot about TikTok, and I feel like the app itself brought together a lot of communities, and it helped people spread a lot of information that people needed, and I feel like without that, we had an app that was for us, for common people for once, and the fact that it was taken away, in just a matter of days. Or, yeah, it was taken away for a few hours, but like it was still impactful, and then they just brought it back. Just kind of like, it was a lot.
I don't use TikTok, never have. It don't really bother me. I don't really care. It's unfortunate for all those that live in TikTok world that it's taken away. I feel for you guys. My heart's out to y'all. I hope a quick recovery, and but yeah, I don't really care.
I think it was a really short ban, kind of unnecessary. I don't think that's what they were aiming to do, but
I think it's a complicated matter, and I think watching the hearings were very interesting. Would I like to see TikTok stay? I would love to see TikTok stay. I think it's a great app, although I don't have it. I love that you guys love it, and we had our own version of it when we were kids. Vine, YouTube, we had it all. So the fact that you guys, maybe we can make it work for you, I think that would be a great idea.
I was not happy about it at all. I thought it was really annoying that they took TikTok away before midnight. That's what did it for me.
What's up, Northside? This is Darian Brown here with Mrs. Painter.
Hello.
And question for you, what is the polar plunge and how is the Champions Together involved with that?
So the polar plunge is done through the Special Olympics, which is a big organization throughout Indiana and the whole U.S. to offer sports to people with intellectual disabilities and physical disabilities as well. But the polar plunge in Fort Wayne is for us specifically to participate in with Champions Together to help us be a champion school. So this is the 8th year we have participated, and all the money raised through the polar plunge comes back to allow us to be technically a national banner school, because we just received that honor before winter break, but we have to raise money to be able to go in ice water. So we usually have about 10 to 12, sometimes up to 15 staff members that take the plunge each year in support of Champions Together. We have assistant principals, we have teachers and other staff members from the building that participate. But there's a really cool fundraiser that we do at the end of January that all of you guys can participate in. So you will start seeing buckets down in the lunchroom the last week of January, and you actually get to vote in a specific teacher or staff member to have to participate. So then students throughout the school get to put coins and cash in the bucket to see who would have to take the plunge with us. And then if that teacher has the most money, they have to take the plunge, and they don't have the choice, they have to participate.
Thanks for tuning in, Legends. And that's all for today's edition of the Weekly Northerner. Hopefully you enjoyed the extra time at home earlier this week.
Have a great day, Legends. Stay warm. We'll see you here next week.